Captured.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to part 2 from Howard to Hollywood. We realized last video that we failed to say who we are and what we do. So without further ado, I'll let my husband go first. And he can introduce himself.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Julius Johnson. I hail from Athens, Georgia. That is not Atlanta. That is Athens, Georgia.
Did you say I hail from?
That's what niggas say I hail from.
Okay.
That's where I hail
Miss
from.
USA pageant.
Currently, I reside in Los Angeles, California, kicking it on the West Coast, and I work at Sony.
And I am Rachel Cooper Johnson, and I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Go Steelers. And I'm currently an attorney who is just an attorney because I'm unemployed by no organization, not employed by any organization, and I live with this young man in Los Angeles, California.
Right, done. Get to it.
Okay. So we left off on a cliffhanger with Julius having possibly died from pneumonia. Obviously he didn't die. It is the present day. And I met Julius. Actually, we just really didn't see each other after the Howard Hampton game. But the reason why we didn't see each other is because I noticed that he was missing in action. So I asked Twin.
It was Twin, or it was Rock, or it was Patrick.
Okay. Either one of those people where he was. And they told me he was sick. And so I was concerned. But I still had a boyfriend at this time. I was just concerned that I hadn't seen him around. So, in the cafeteria, I went up to him when he finally came back. And I asked him how he was doing. Nothing major. He was standing in the line for something. And I just asked him how he was doing.
So, from my perspective, I'm standing in line, waiting to get something to eat, because I don't know what the hell I was going to eat. But then...
Put your hand down. It looks stupid.
Then this little chick walks up on me. And she asked me how I'm doing. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay, just a little recap. Julius had no idea who I was. He don't remember nothing from Hampton, nothing from any of that. Go ahead, continue.
So, she looked different, so I assumed that she had done her hair differently. So I didn't recognize her because of her hair.
Because I didn't have on my do-rag this time?
Because you didn't have on your do-rag. And because I hadn't been drinking, so everything was much clearer that day, outside of the fact that I didn't know who the hell she was. But I appreciated the fact that the female came up and was asking about my whereabouts, because I was off the scene for a minute. So I come back into the caf, and I forget who I'm sitting down with. And I say straight up, man, this cute little chick just ran up on me and asked me how I was doing. And then, I think it was Twin, my man Twin, Brandon Swells, asked me. He was like, no, he didn't ask me. He said, dude, that's Rachel. I'm like, who's Rachel?
You're such an asshole.
He was like, well, to be honest, we met a lot of chicks. So he was like, no, not that way. We had introduced ourselves to a lot of different people, and then a lot of different people introduced themselves to us. Now. Therefore,
so I didn't stand out in the crowd.
There were a lot of names that were floating around. Well, I tell you ain't special.
There was only one Rachel in our class.
Not that I remember. Me. Okay, whatever. So, bottom line is, he says, that's your chick that we met at the Howard Hampton game, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, like I knew exactly what he was talking about, because I did, after he reminded me. Go ahead.
So, I was just one chick of many, but I still was not interested in Julius, because I still had a boyfriend at the time.
Right.
But that is when, I guess, our two groups kind of linked up after that particular point.
You just made that up.
You
didn't even put no frame of reference or nothing. All of a sudden, everybody was just...
Well, no, because we just started, seeing each other more and, hanging around each other a little bit more. Then how did we get to the yard that day?
Look, fast forward, because I don't know.
Julius, we have to stop. It's getting too late.
What's doing all that rambling in the beginning? Look, bottom line is this. What happened, fast forward, was that Patrick was in a date auction.
We can't fast forward that much.
Rachel, this shit's going to take forever.
Julius.
We're never going to be able to tell the story. We're never...
So we paused the video because we started rambling and we had to figure out what our story was. But next time you will hear what was actually the first time that I actually looked at Julius as more than this goofy looking dude that was checking for me and I wasn't checking for him. That I actually started looking at him as a possible mate.
And to be clear, just to be clear, the way she's trying to come at me, just don't forget the fact that I didn't know who the hell she was when she ran up on me. To let you know how forgettable she was. So I don't want it. Not like that.
Oh, now it's not like that.
I'm just trying to put everything.
We are wrapping it
I'm
up.
trying to
Don't try to put anything in perspective.
Because the bottom line is, I don't want you to get beside yourself. Because I am that nigga.
Okay.
Bye.
See you guys next time.
Okay, stop.